Howdy folks, and welcome back to the Dieselbird channel. Welcome to episode 1 of the TT Trail series. Today we're out here with my KLR buddy Rick, and we're riding a little Van Dusen up here in Big Bear. But this out here is why they call it Van Dusen Canyon. It's a nice little canyon view here. There goes my buddy Rick. I'm gonna go ahead and put that face shield down so I don't get dusted out. Basically what this series here, the TT Trail series, is gonna be is every week I'm gonna go out and try to ride a different trail out there in Big Bear. There's a whole lot of them, so many that branch off from each other. I'm not exactly sure the number, but there's got to be at least 100 different trails to ride on up here. Don't know if I'll be able to get all of them this summer. I need to be careful because I know my front wheel bearings are not in the best of condition right now. And my front wheel probably did not like that rock that I hit back there. See, if those little cars can make it out here, then so can you. Big Bear is a really nice place to come visit for the weekend. And another thing that I should mention now that makes this episode of TT Trail Series special, not only because it's episode 1, but this is also our 2,000 mile review of the TT250. And can I just say that I am impressed. Everything that this little bike has done for me so far, places I've gone, the distances I've taken it, on the freeway. When I was on the freeway, I had this thing running at about 7,000 RPM solid for probably a good 45 minutes to an hour, and it did not miss a beat once. This bike, it's just great. It's a really great value, and I'm gonna take a little stop here. Which way? You can go first because you're faster. But anyways, back to the 2,000 mile review of the TT250. We're going to start out with some of the issues that I've had. The first 500 miles, the bike gave me no issues whatsoever. The only problems I had were my own fault. If you guys watched my earlier videos, I tried to ride in the snow and on the ice, and I didn't get a clip of what happened, but it didn't end well. Luckily, I'm okay. The bike was mostly okay, except for the handlebars got tweaked, and I broke off that clutch lever. That's still broken off, but I like it being short like that. This is a nice little moto track here. Thanks to all the Jeeps for making the ruts when it rains. But that's all that happened really, was that accident. When I changed the oil out, I did not notice too many metal shavings or plastic or anything like that. This is the factory oil, and also the other oil changes I did. I believe I did 6 in total up to the 1,000 mile mark, and then I made the switch to synthetic. Ever since then, the bike's been running nice and smooth. It runs great. I changed the oil. I tried to change it every 600 to 800 miles. But if I go down the hill or I go on the freeway, or long trips or anything like that, then I try and keep it at 500, just to be on the safe side. Oil's cheap, guys. If you like your bike, if you love your bike, you want it to last you a long time. Same thing with a car. If you want anything with a motor to last you a long time, just change the oil. Change it more often than you should. That's how you get your stuff to last long, guys. Most of the time, that's really all the key there is. But no major issues with the bike. Everything that happened to me was either my own fault or freak accident, Mother Nature, whatever you want to call it. I got 2 nails in my rear tire in a matter of 2 weeks, 10 days to be exact. Pretty annoying. But ever since I've gotten the Shinko 700 series tires, I've been able to avoid that. I'm not even going to say it, just so I don't jinx myself. But yeah, just flat tires, minor crash with the bent handlebars and stuff. Now I've got these awesome Pro Taper bars on here, which are actually a little bit lighter weight than the stock handlebars. Little more comfortable height for someone as tall as me. I'm 6'5", just to let you know. Everything's working out great. The only issues the bike itself has presented was an ignition misfire, and that I believe was determined to be the CDI, because I changed out the CDI and it still kind of popped and hesitated for about a minute after putting in the fresh CDI, but the bike was also cold, so it could have been that. And then after that, the bike's been running great ever since. So there's a bad CDI that I had to deal with. And I also changed out the coil under warranty from CSC, even though that did not turn out to be bad. The next thing, and the only other con or bad craftsmanship, warranty part, whatever you want to call it, that I haven't actually replaced yet, and I'm actually not feeling completely confident about right now, but confidence is key. I trust my bike. I trust myself. I think we'll make it out okay today. I hope. But anyways, I don't know if you guys can tell from the video. We're gonna stop here and check out this water puddle. Well, I think this is doable. Oh, almost got caught on that tree there, but we survived the mud puddle. But back to what we were talking about on the TT250. If you guys have noticed it all in this video, getting a bit of a front wheel wobble at certain times, I believe it's my front wheel bearings, and that's why I've been refraining from doing my next top speed video, because on a bad wheel bearing you do not want to be doing the maximum speed your bike can do. Don't do it, guys, you gotta die. Now some of the pros to the bike. As you guys can see here, this explains itself. This is a pretty technical trail here. Almost slipped out there. This is a pretty gnarly Jeep trail here. And the TT250 is just taking it like a champ. Always got to be courteous on the trails, guys. Smile, wave. If you see somebody that looks like they could use some help, stop and help them. If you can't help them, then that's fine. But if you have the ability to help them, if you have a phone, if you have water, food, anything that people might need out here, just help out, guys. There's not enough kindness in this world. You can never be too kind. That's not true. You can be too kind. You might get yourself into trouble if you're too kind, but kindness goes a long way. Helping people out goes a long way. This is a cool little spot here. This is where I live, guys. I love this. Okay guys, we're back on the bike now. This part we're riding through right here is called the squeeze. And if you guys saw that first shot there, sure you could wonder why.
For a minute.
Can you hear me, Rick?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You just came back though.
I think it was the rocks.
Oh.
And I went in between them to pee. I'm recording now too, so we'll see how it records our intercom together.
Right on.
Slipped out of gear there. I actually kicked it with my foot, I think. Wee!
Oh. Stay on the high side. Oh shit, I almost hit that fucking boulder right there.
Brakes! Oh shit.
Good thing for boots.
I know, right?
Oh. This is more fun in the Jeep.
Yeah, I bet. Or maybe like a dirt bike, like long travel.
Uh-oh.
You alright?
I'm good, but wait till you see what we got.
Oh, nice. Take it nice and slow, one at a time. I just want to get you on video doing it.
Dick. You gonna do it too?
I'll give it a shot.
There you go. Good job. Give you a little space. Good old American flag over there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And stalled it.
Whee! Man, that looks like fun back there. I'm gonna go over there. I wish I had some cash. I'd be like, hey, can I buy a beer from you? I love this. I love seeing people out here and camping and stuff.
Doing their thing.
Yeah.
Do they realize it's probably gonna snow tonight?
Probably not, but some of them look prepared. Maybe not those tent people, but
Oh well. They'll figure it out.
oh yeah. Oop,
I seen that.
killed it. I got it on video too. I saved it though. I didn't let her go down.
Not sure what these people in the Jeep behind us are gonna do. I don't know if they were waving me down or doesn't appear to be.
No, it looks like he's looking for a camp spot or something.
Alright, back down Van Dusen.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Oh, this is pretty.
The fuck is that?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is like my wasteland camp right here.
A little pond over here.
Oh, that's dope.
Walk around.
Yeah.
Fenced off.
It's open.
Shelby, you want to walk around?
It's open right there.
Go. Jump off.
Going to park down by there.
Take a picture.
Yeah. Good idea.
Recording.
Well guys, the battery's running low on the Senna 10C Pro. I started out today with a full battery and I think I've been recording for about 30, maybe 40 minutes. And that's about how much video life I've gotten out of it. So I'm on the charger right now, you guys can see. So the camera does work while it's charging. That's a nice feature. I just don't really want to hook it up while I'm out here just in case I go down. It doesn't pull anything off. But we're gonna go ahead and call it for this episode 1 of the TT Trail Series and the 2,000 mile review of the TT250. So thank you guys for watching and we will see you next time.